Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bold Breakthroughs with Business Experts. I am here today with some great coaches, Christine and Dr. Terry, but I just call him Terry. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what they do and how they are helping a lot of people. If you're not familiar with who I am, I'm Catherine Ann Clayton, and I help women entrepreneurs learn how to launch their own business, create their own money, and start making profits fast while getting their time back. So I know that Terry and Christine are here, and Terry and Christine, why don't y'all go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody out there what y'all do to help people.
Well, thank you, first of all, for having us on the show. We're so excited that we were able to coordinate this, and it's just a blast to see you and to talk to you at all whenever we are talking.
Right.
So Terry and I are also in the business strategy field, but we're more of a complementary coach to what you do and what so many strategists do. We help people build their business for sure. And the part that we really focus on is the productivity and keeping your mind in the game.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's funny that you say that, because that is an area right now in my business that I'm working on and that I'm doing and helping. So can you give us one little, I know we don't want to give out all your secrets, but give us one little tip that can help people, maybe become more productive in their day. I like to tell people that you can get an hour back in your day. And that's what I'm really working on, is to get an hour back in my day. So tell us one of the tips that you have that you don't mind sharing with everybody.
Oh man, it's hard to say. I come from the field of psychology. That's what my doctor is all about. I was a psychologist before I was a business coach, and one of the things that I find is we end up having a lot of head trash that gets in the way, and the head trash slows us down and causes us to really have the productivity issues that we have, because we're sitting there listening to ourselves talk about what we should do or shouldn't do, or what we just did, and all of that kind of stuff. And so we listen to ourselves way too much, and that really slows down our productivity. So one of the things that we really teach our clients is, and we have a productivity tool that we share with our clients, that really is basically fill out all of the stuff you're thinking about doing, and then learn how to put that into practice. And so that's one of the biggest things that we teach. But it's really about getting rid of the noise in your head. We actually have a book coming out, if you don't mind me plugging that real quick. It's called Quit Taking Your Own Bad Advice: How to Stop Overthinking and Start Following the Brilliance of Others. And really what it's all about is stop listening to that noise in your head and start moving forward, using the people on your team and using the people that are coaching you, and definitely get a coach. Find those people that are going to help you take that next step.
Because it's all about getting there faster. I mean, you said that in your opening.
I did. And, it's funny because, I believe, and you tell me if y'all believe this as well, I believe that all that stuff in our head, that about 90% of it is negative. 90% of it is, I can't do this. Oh my gosh, why are you doing this? And what I call ants, automated negative thoughts. And so you've got to break those ants, or those purple monsters, and get rid of those and learn. I know that Terry, that you, have a degree in learning how to switch those so that people start thinking positive, because if you're not thinking positive, it's going to slow you down as far as building your business.
Well, it's like almost like switching the track.
Right.
If you're on the track that you're on.
Right. And one of the things that I actually talk about with my people often is, let's get rid of the positive negative idea. And these are thoughts that are either getting in your way or helping you move forward. And so a lot of people, everybody talks about positive and negative. And so I guess I got to be different. And I think that really thinking that they're negative is not as helpful as thinking that they're coming up because they have some kind of emotional experience. And so if we can identify what's going on with us, we just start moving forward. The more we identify that stuff, the more we move forward, the more smoothly our track, as she talked about. We have a whole metaphor around the idea of our mindset is the roller coaster car or the train, depending on how your emotional state is. And your emotional state is really the track that you're on. And so if you're really focused on moving forward and you're only focusing on the mindset, but you haven't addressed your emotions, you'll go around in circles, you'll take sharp turns, you'll dip, you'll go up, everything, and that's where the positive and negative come in, is going up and down.
Well, and the roller coaster just takes you right back to where you were.
Right to where you started. Yeah. And so
right.
Really we help you straighten out that track, and we get rid of positive and negative so much, but are you moving in the direction you want to? Or
income generating activity?
Are you going backwards? And so really it's where are you going, and are you using the vehicle or the train that you're wanting to? Are you on a roller coaster car, or are you on a bullet train? And so these are the things that we talk about, just to get kind of a visual idea in your mind.
Yeah, I think that's really great to use a visual thing. And you're right. It's kind of like, the whole pivoting thing. And when somebody said, I think you were there when they said to us about the pivoting, you're just going around in a circle. It's like that.
Yep.
It's like that roller coaster. Yes, it might be an up and down circle, but you're going to end up in the same place.
Exactly.
So, and I also like what you said about not thinking about them as positive and negative thoughts, because it's interesting when you think about negative thoughts as negative, that's negative.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm like, wow, that was an aha moment for me. I'm like, okay, I need to, get rid of this. So how much brain work, mindset work goes into being a successful business coach, having a successful business? How much do you think that that's really important for people?
I think we go on this marketers cruise. It's been postponed this year, but the guy who runs it, Captain Lou, says the stupider you are, the easier it is to be successful in business. And what he's really talking about there is smart people overthink. And that's one of the things that I address in the book, is we start to really overthink and
overanalyze, figuring it out.
And I must be brilliant here.
Yes. And I watch people, and I myself suffer from the same thing because I'm brilliant. It's terrible, because how do we move forward? And it really is about stopping the thinking and start taking action and seeing what result you have, and then taking action again to change the result. And I think as kids we were told trial and error is a bad idea, but trial and error with some brilliance of somebody who's already done it before isn't trial and error anymore.
Well,
now it's just experiment.
Or we're making that step so big rather than breaking this step into 4 steps that are manageable.
Right.
Oftentimes we say overwhelm is skipping. When you're feeling overwhelmed, you're skipping a step. And so that's why it feels so overwhelming for us, or we're stacking all those different things. So it's huge, rather than, okay, what can I do right now to move up that step?
Right. I think it's important to do that, because that was one of my problems. I finally, I'm about 90% there, but I would say, okay, I'm going to create this course or this funnel or this whatever. And instead of just going, okay, I need to do the first page or the first module, or I need to write, the article, the first paragraph, whatever it is. So I've learned myself to break things down into manageable steps.
That's awesome.
Which has really helped me. I don't know, it's just really helped me move forward in my business. And I think as far as a sales situation, you can do that as well. So in your coaching, do you teach people, are you just coaching online people? Who is your target audience?
Well, right now, we're coaching pretty much everybody over Zoom, because most of the people that we interact with are on the East Coast, and we're on the West Coast. So we do a lot of Zoom, but
a lot of the people that come to us have bought the programs. They've read the books. They have all that education, and they're just
stuck
trying to figure it out on their own, and they're stuck. Like, they're reading their affirmations in the morning, they're writing down their goals, but there's just not, that education isn't coming out into action. There's something holding them back. They know their value is higher. They want to have more confidence. They want to be able to know their action is right, or being willing to take that next step, even though they don't know it's necessarily right. Those are the tools, or the power belt that we give them, is the ability to move through those courses and tools that they already have.
There's this gap between the knowledge and the action, and we get stuck in it, and we want to take the action. We think we're taking the action, and this is where we go back to don't take your own bad advice. Is we actually think we're doing stuff,
right?
Because we tell ourselves that this next thing I'm going to do is going to get me to that next spot, and we actually break down all of our different strategies into these little steps of busy work that aren't actually doing it. But then, saying it's reaching out to contacts. Well, we do all of these different things other than pick up the phone.
Or I just need a better slideshow. I just need a better call to action. I just need to do more Facebook Lives. It really starts internally.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I think for me, I have to just say, just stop. I've got to stop myself and talk out loud. I've started running again, and I'm sure my neighbors think I'm crazy because I'm screaming at the ants as I'm going down the middle of the road, because I'm running in the middle of the road, and I don't want those, automated negative thoughts to come in. And I think that when you just stop yourself and you get into action, and you just do it, and you do it kind of not perfectly. You just do it, kind of like what Nike says, just do it.
Yeah.
Then you're going to start getting the results. So would y'all agree with that?
Oh yeah. And here's an interesting thing. I when I was in psychology, we had to do, experiments and things like that. And we had to look at research. And the biggest piece of it was you have to actually do the experiment to be able to analyze what's happening. And what we like to do is we like to not make mistakes and not put extra effort in to screw up. I mean, this is like all human beings kind of have this. And so we try to do the experiment in our mind first, and then we never actually do anything. And then we didn't even realize it. It's like, wait a minute. When we look back, we go, man, it's been a week and I didn't do that thing I said I should have done. And like, why am I not doing that? And then we don't check in with ourselves. We just beat ourselves up and then tell ourselves we're going to do it again. And then we're on the roller coaster going around in circles, beating ourselves up for not taking action, thinking about how to take action better, and then trying to rework the mousetrap, build a better mousetrap. And it just never happens.
I think that's part of it too, is that we think we can control our mindset, but what's really controlling our mindset? And that's kind of the question, is what's really controlling that?
Yeah. And I think what I love about y'all, and then we're going to kind of, bring this to an end, but what I love about y'all is that y'all are, in my eyes, and I know the audience eyes once they hear this, y'all are like the perfect balance of the yin and the yang that work very well together. Terry, you've got the mindset piece, you've got the knowledge, you've got the degrees and all that. Christine, I don't know much about your degrees or what you have. I'm sure they're, exemplary, but you've got the calming to his kind of silliness. So I think that is so, I think it's just so powerful.
Thank you.
I know that you're the dynamic duo. Y'all are like Batman and Robin, but female and male version. So do y'all have something that y'all wanted to give to the audience here that we could give them for free, a little freebie, something that y'all could give?
Absolutely. I think one that would be of great benefit to your audience is our productivity maximizer tool. It's generatorpromax.com. And it's really simple. It keeps your annual goals at the top of mind and just gets you on that bullet train of action. And when your day is planned, your week is planned, you know what direction you're going, you don't have to think as much, because your plan is right there moving you through the day. And that's what the tool is really there, is to get us out of our own way and thinking of what's next, breaking it down into those small stair steps that we were talking about. So you get out of the feeling overwhelmed and that frustration that can come with being an entrepreneur.
Okay, that sounds great. Now, when the video is over and it is uploaded on my Facebook page, if y'all would just put the link in there, just makes it easy to, find the algorithm that we all plan.
Yeah,
that would be great. And I just wanted to thank y'all for being on, and thank everybody for attending the Bold Breakthroughs with Business Experts. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.